Hello, welcome back to class. All right, so today we are going to learn what we can start doing with our Git and GitHub. Okay, so we are going to be focusing on basic things we need to learn in Git. But before you watch this lesson, make sure you have watched the video. Make sure you have watched the previous lesson where I guided you on how to install Git on your machine or check if you have it installed already. Then how to open a GitHub account and set it up to fit what you want. So having done that, so I want to assume before you start watching this lesson that you have Git installed on your machine already and you have already set up your GitHub account. So this is our machine now. So you just need to find your way to Git bash or just say bash. So this is the name of the Git we have installed. So bash. Then you open it. So you can always get that through your video window. You click on window, then you search for batch or something. Yeah, so this is what Git bash look like. So Git bash is a terminal, just like our command prompt. So they are all terminal, but what there are some things that you won't be able to do with command prompt, but you'll be able to do with Git bash because Git bash is actually meant for Git. So before we move forward, what does Git means? And what is the difference between Git and GitHub? You see, Git is a version control. So when we're talking about version control, version means you will have been seeing or hearing about a first version, the second version has been released, the third version has been released. Yeah. So that's exactly what Git does for our project. So it helps us record every version. Either you remove something from the last code you wrote, or you added something, you edited something, whatever you do, Git is going to keep the history. So it's just like keeping an history of your editing, your deleting, and all of that. Imagine about 4 or 5 of you are working on a single project. Currently, all you do is have your project on your machine, and another person in another country has his or her project on his or her machine as well. So there is no how you can work together on the same machine, on the same project rather. So now with Git, we will be able to work on the same project by just providing some information, and all of us would we would be working on the same project. I will contribute my own, you contribute your own, and Git will be able to keep all that history. So this was contributed by so person. This was deleted by so person. This was edited by so person. So that's the essence of Git. So that is what version controls means. So version control means keeping history of your code, of your editing, of your deleting, and whatever, and it allows many developers to work together irrespective of their locations in the world. All right. Why GitHub? GitHub, how do I put it? GitHub a is a website that helps us to keep our Git, make it go live. I don't know how to put it. So for Git, we install it on our machine, and that is all. But for GitHub, you create an account on a website, and then you can share whatever you are doing with anybody through GitHub. So through the GitHub. So that is what, so they are very different and they are owned by two different companies. Git is owned by Linux. Why GitHub? I can't remember the company that owns GitHub. It's a very popular company. It's one of those leading tech companies. It's the one that owns GitHub. All right. So let's move forward. Like this is where what we have now. The very first thing that you may want to know is that you want to know which directory are you in. When I mean directory, like inside which folder are you currently. Let's say you want to start a new project and you have opened your Git bash. So you want to know which folder are you in currently. So we use PW to get that. You type PW, then enter. And this is going to trace your directory for you. So this is this, then we have the user and the user. So you might think, that, okay, so we have user. What are the, like, okay, so let me open where I have user on my, okay, so this is my normal file what's the name? Explorer, yes, file explorer. So inside my file explorer, normally all the training I have been doing, I have them inside my tech journey. So I named that folder my tech journey. So to go inside my tech journey, I need to find my way to users, then user. So I know a faster way to go about it, but just for the sake of this training, let's go inside this PC, and then here, then we have users here. Can you see that? So when you open users, so you have public, you have user. So I'm going inside user. And then inside this user, so I have all of this. I have all of this. So including my tech journey. So then I have to open this my tech journey to know all the folders there. So I have basic HTML, CSS project, and all of that. So it depends on the kind of lesson I want to create for. If I'm creating lesson on JavaScript, I'll open this JavaScript. If I'm creating lesson on HTML, CSS, I'll open any of these and all of that. So that is how we do it locally, the layman way. Okay, so now we want to start practicing the professional one, and then that is what GitHub, that is the essence of having a Git bash installed on our, one of the essences of having Git bash installed. Okay, so to access this now, I've seen that I'm inside user. Definitely, my tech journey should be inside here, but I don't want to assume. So I want to check what are the content inside this user. So to check the content, we use ls, then enter. So with this ls and enter, you can see everything you have in there. So I have active presenter, have data, application data, and all of that, plus my tech journey. And a lot, files and folder, a lot. Yeah, so I have all of them like this. So now I'm going into my tech journey. So to move into a folder, you use cd, and then because my tech journey, when I wrote it, I did not, it is not written as a word. I have three different words. So it needs to be put inside um inside this quotation mark. Inside this quotation mark. Unlike if I want to go inside documents. For document, if I want to go inside document, for instance, I will just say cd, then documents. And this will take me inside document like that. You will see it here. So this is the directory. So it's telling you, so this is user at desktop, then slash documents. But for this my tech journey, I cannot do the same. So I have, because I did not attach them together, maybe with iPhone or it. So there are three different words. So I need to put it inside quotation. So then I will say my tech journey and then enter. Oh, sorry, I've been inside documents. So that is why I cannot enter my tech journey, because my tech journey is not inside document. My tech journey and document are siblings inside user. So I need to move back. So to move back inside user, we use cd dot dot, and then this will, so cd space dot dot. So this will move us back a parent folder. I don't know if you get it. So you will see that there is no slash document here now. Okay, so then I can use cd my tech journey now. So you just need to note all this, and the more you practice, the more you get used to it. So very well, I'm inside my tech journey folder now. Inside my tech journey folder, what are those? So to access all these that we have here, so I just need to use cd to enter any of these if I know all of them. But in case I do not even know all the folders available, so just the normal practice, ls, to know all the content. And it's going to show you all the content you have, basic HTML, JavaScript, images, and like that, like that. So do I want to use any of these folders? Then I will just say cd, then that folder. If it is a single word like JavaScript, cd JavaScript is okay. But if they are separated as different words, cd quotation, then the name of the folder, and end it with quotations too. So fine. But now we are learning another lesson that we have not learned under this my tech journey. So I do not have any of the folder created already. So I need to create a new folder now. So to create a new folder using bash, we use what we call make directory. So this is make directory, MKDIR, make directory. So we want to create a new directory. We call folder directory. Are you getting it now? So make directory, then what is the name? What is the name of the directory? So I can just say GitHub Practice, okay? Git, probably underscore GitHub underscore practice. Okay, so I have this now, make directory GitHub underscore practice. So that is the name of the directory. If I want to make it something that has space, but professionally, let me be straightforward, most of your know how to name your folder or anything, make sure that you don't need space in order to avoid some problem. So most cases you can avoid spaces, you can avoid capital letters and all of that. So just make it as plain as possible. All right. So make directory. Immediately I click OK. Now you will see the folder existing here, right here, under the file explorer. So it has created this. So this is GitHub Practice. And there we have it. So it has created that folder. Having created that folder, let's say I want to go inside that folder now. So it is inside that folder. I want to create maybe other files. Then what you have to do, you must have guessed right. You just say cd. So cd make directory, and it's going to take me inside GitHub Practice as a folder. Yeah, we have a folder. Then inside our folder, as normal practice, we would want to have some files, maybe a JavaScript file, maybe an HTML file, a CSS file, or whatever. So we want to have some files. How do we create file in HTML with Git Bash? So how do we create file? Don't forget, when it is folder you want to create, you use make directory, mkdir, because the directory represents a folder. But to create a file using Git Bash, you use tosh and the name of that file. So let's say index.html. So make sure you are creating this file inside the folder you actually want it to be. That's the essence of you doing cd inside this GitHub Practice. If you had immediately you created GitHub Practice and you just said touch index.html, it means you are creating this index.html inside my deck journey and not inside the GitHub Practice. And that is not what you actually want to do. Okay, so touch index.html, then we enter. Then it has created it already. So if you come here and open this, you're going to have it there, index.html. So we have it already as a folder. Okay, so we have it here. With touch, we can create more than, can I still remember? We can create more than one file. So let's say I want to create CSL star.csl.css. Then I also want to create. So with this, we have been able to create two files, style.css script.js. So you can do as much as possible with this. Okay, okay, yeah. Another thing you can do is if you don't want to cd inside GitHub before you could create the files inside it. So the best practice you can do. So let's go back. Remember how to go back inside one folder to a parent folder is cd space dot dot. So this is going to take us into my CD journey, my tech journey rather. So inside is my tech journey. That's the way I want to create something. I want to create it inside GitHub Practice. And I'm sure that GitHub Practice is inside my tech journey. So I can just say Tosh. Tosh is for file creation, right? So I can just say Tosh. So then slash. So I'm telling this that create a file inside this folder. I can just say practice.html and it's going to create that for me immediately. So you can see it here. So practice.html. So we have learned how to create folder. We have learned how to check our directory, like inside the folder are we in by using pwd. Then to check for the list of content inside that particular folder, we use ls. So to create another folder inside it, we use ls, and if you want to enter any of the folder, we say cd and the name of that folder. To go back to the parent folder, cd space dot dot. To create a new folder, we use mkdir, which is make directory, and the name of the folder we want to create. To create a new file, we use touch, touch, then the name of the file, index.html, style.css, or whatever the file is. So these are the things we have learned so far. We can still learn a little bit more before we close this video. Let's say having done all this, now you want to start coding right away. So I want to go back inside, inside the GitHub Practice. So if I want to start coding, all I just have to do is this code. So you use code space dot to open that folder with everything inside it. So that is what the dot means. The dot means everything inside it. So this is it here. Yeah. So we have it here, and then you can start doing anything you want to do. Okay, so now to initialize, what is it called? Git. All these ones, we are just using Git to do meant to like to open folder, to enter folder, to create files and all of that. We have not actually told our system that we want to start recording the version of this code. So which is the actual essence of using Git. So to do that, so inside this, make sure it is inside the folder you want to use. You want to say git init. So you want to say git init. That is when you have initialized git inside that folder. If you have not done that, you have not done anything. So you just need to say git, you need to type git space init. So init then is going to, you will notice that there is nothing showing here and all of that. So by the time you press git init, so it's going to tell you initialize empty git repository, and all of that. Yeah. So it's going to show you the directory address, users, inside user, we have my tech journey, then this. So and immediately we have this showing master. So this master is telling us GitHub practice master. So check out branch and all of that. So this is the branch we are in right now. And you would notice that all this changed to green color. When it is green color, it means untracked. It means you have not tracked what you have not tracked these files, you have not tracked them. So how do we track them? We use git add to track any file we want to. That is not part of this training. So we use that. We use git add. Having so immediately we track them, it's going to change from this green color to another color. Then it's going to change from you to another something. So meaning that it's expecting us to commit it, that we have not committed those changes. So after we have committed those changes, that is when you have actually recorded that particular changes inside your Git. All right. So let's stop here and we will keep learning as we move forward. All right. Bye. Take care.